today we're going to be doing an overview / review of the Vital stove. So if you follow me over here, I'll show you guys what we're going to be doing. Okay, so the Vital stove is basically a portable campfire. It's a wood burning stove. You can burn anything from needles to pine cones, paper, cardboard. It contains no fuel sources such as propane, butane. Everything is just what you add to it. So it's just a fire burning stove, uses batteries. I'm just gonna pull it out for you guys and then we can take a look at it and I'll talk a little bit about it. Okay guys, so here's the stove in its entirety. It weighs 1.5 pounds. And the battery pack I like to keep in here. This is just an extra battery pack that I got. I like to have that just as something to fall back on if I happen to run out of juice. If all else fails, this can just be a spot where you can boil your food or your water with somewhere to place it on, which is a nice feature. So now I'm gonna pull this out, I'll set up the windscreen, and then we'll get some wood and start burning stuff. So one of the main features on this stove is the fan. Now, if I rotate this a little bit, this is the damper, and this allows more or less oxygen to come in, where there's a little fan in here that blows air up through the bottom, giving oxygen to the fire, making it hotter and burn faster. The battery pack sits here. It's roughly about 30-35 hours of battery life. I haven't run out yet of battery power. And like I said earlier, if your battery does happen to die, this is a nice spot where you can contain a fire and place a pot on here or a canteen of water to boil. This also can adjust outwards if you have a larger pot or smaller if you don't. It can handle about 50 pounds of downward force. It's 1.5 pounds in weight. And now I'm just gonna boil some water for you guys and show you what that's all about and show you how this stove truly shines. Now another thing with this stove is once this fan is on full blast, it really starts to chew through wood. So you gotta make sure that you have a good amount of wood so that when you start, you don't have to go running around collecting more. Just picture it as constantly blowing on a fire to make it hotter. That's what this stove is achieving through the use of a battery and a fan. So right now I'm just getting my little fire nest going. What I'm gonna be using to get it started today is a ferrocerium rod and a cotton ball soaked in Vaseline or petroleum jelly. Now this is a nice backup because it holds a flame very well and it stays nice and hot. Okay, so now at this point, we've got a combustion source happening here. Now from here, what you would do is just, once it gets a little bit hotter, I would turn on the fan so that it can start chewing through wood and burn hotter. Now right here, I'm just using dry coniferous needles on the forest floor just to get the fire starting here. And now I'm gonna let the fan go. Now see how that just starts to really burn hot, really starts to get the fire going. It's nice and contained. So we got a low setting, off, and a high. I'm also gonna open the fan here and that's gonna really do quite a bit. See the difference? If I'm closing the damper to opening it all the way. Really gives you that jet style flame, the hot flame that you're looking for. But when you do this, that's when you really start having to collect more wood because it burns through it awfully quick. But what you're trading for that fast fuel burning is the heat that it's putting out and a faster boiling time. So that fan's just going to work, giving us some hot coals. This wood's actually a bit wet as well. So it's not ideal, but it's still getting it done. I like this stove because of the fact that you don't have to carry around a fuel source like a bottle of propane and find a way to dispose of it. Of course, like any other portable stove, it has its limitations, but if all else fails, this stove will still work for you as an area to boil, where if you have something like those MSR stoves, those little pocket rockets, those will not work for you if you don't have propane. And this is a little bit more environmentally friendly. Keep in mind, if your battery does die, you have to take a whole new approach to how you're gonna burn this fire. You gotta tend to it a little bit more because of the lack of oxygen it's getting with the windscreen. So you're gonna have to be blowing on it a bit more, using thinner and drier wood. Will still work for you, but a lot harder. It's a lot better if you have the battery. So I'm gonna wait a couple minutes here, guys, get this fire burning nice and hot, and then the next time we'll throw some water on there and start boiling it. Now that we got a nice hot coal bed, I'm just gonna throw on my clean canteen here, gonna boil some water, and I'll tell you guys how long that takes. So right now we're at about 5 minutes and 30 seconds, and I didn't actually feed this fire as much as I could have been. I didn't have it going on this big flame the whole time. I just kind of let it simmer on the coals for a bit to conserve some battery life. But I would imagine it would be much, much quicker if you opened up the whole thing and just kept adding wood and let the flames just rip on the bottom of it. Here we go. So the final time on a rolling boil is pretty much at 10 minutes while not actually really ripping this hard. There's a full rolling boil for you all. This thing's gonna fall off soon. And there we go. So all in all, if you're trying to conserve a bit of battery life with this, in 10 minutes, your soup is gonna be ready. Your water is gonna be sterilized, whatever you choose to do. Keep in mind, this is a very dense column of water as well. So if you had it on a pot, it would boil a lot quicker with more surface area to boil. We have about 800 to 900 milliliters in here in this 1 liter can. I'm pretty impressed. I love this stove. I've been using it quite often, and I will continue to keep using it. Just make sure that you carry your extra batteries with you and you'll be good to go. Thanks for checking out the video, guys. It's been a really fun day checking out the Vital stove, seeing how it works, boiling some water. Let me know what you think in the comments below if you're using this stove, if you're thinking about using this stove. If you enjoyed the video, if you enjoy the channel, please subscribe, check it out. I'm going to be adding a lot more content. It helps a lot. Thanks for your time, and I'll see you guys in another video.